Mhm. Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Maria, Hare Krishna. Just going to do a little chanting, little jumping here for a little bedtime chanting. Okay, let's see. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, 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 Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktavinda, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita 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 Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Shri Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, 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 Nityananda 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 Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda Gaura Chandra. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Chandra, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You could have stayed live. I'm just doing a little chanting. I didn't know you were live. I probably wouldn't have went live if I did. Sorry about that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You can probably just go live if you want anyway. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You got the Bigo crowd too. So I should do the Bigo also. Haven't thought about them in a long time. Mm. Mm. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna, oh my Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, oh my Lord. Oh God. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ah, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya, oh my Lord Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya. Shri Krishna Caitanya, Shri Krishna Caitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Caitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Caitanya. Shri Krishna Caitanya, 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Whew, okay. Ah. Well, I was going to read something here. Let's see. See if I can get into this. I'm a little bit tired right now. But I'll try anyway. Yeah, okay, it's too bright here. All right. This chanting the holy name is so wonderful, so purifying, so ecstatic. Oh, okay. All right, let's see if I got this up here. Here he is, he's live. Okay, so, yeah, where is this story? And we have also. So you got a choice there. You can watch Johans if you want. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm a little bit stoned here on the name. Person that is here. Okay. Let's see here. I just want to do a search here. Let's see here. Oops. Here it is. Okay, yeah, he wrote something. I thought we discussed this here. Let's see if I can do it. No guarantees here. It's a little bit late and yeah. So anyway, Srila Prabhupada, Balaram quoted this here. It sparked some discussion. So Sri Shukadev Goswami is recommending that either you go through this austerity process, brahmachari, samya, dhamma, titiksha, dana, satya, sasa, yama, niyama, and so on. So many items. Either you go through this process to come to the platform of spiritual understanding, or kichit, those who are fortunate, kichit, kevala, bhaktya, the same result is open. Sometimes other people, so-called yogis, jnanis, karmis, or followers of religious ritualistic ceremonies, they think How is it possible that these Hare Krishna people have become so quickly self-realized simply by chanting Hare Krishna without undergoing so many processes? That is the gift of Lord Caitanya. And so anyway, this needs a little discussion because one devotee said, see, all we need is, Prabhupada has given us the process, all right, just chanting and dancing. That's all we need to come to the platform of spiritual understanding. See? So, I mean, we need to go deep into that. I mean, you know, Prabhupada was very liberal and very, he's also speaking to beginners and also things you have to test everything because I've been preaching basically the same thing is like if you come into the association of ecstatic devotees, you can become ecstatic, but you got to become ecstatic. These devotees that were in Prabhupada, they didn't have enough association, enough purification of being close to a pure devotee like that. Yeah, being close to a pure devotee like that. So you can see by the results that they didn't attain the platform of spiritual understanding, which is, you know, it's a high level. That's basically prema. See, that's the Bhagavad Gita 10:10 verse that we quote all the time. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, put some light on the subject here. Oops. Yeah. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the understanding. See, that's spiritual understanding. But, you know, people have to ask themselves if they actually worship the Lord with loving ecstasy, because that's prema bhakti. That's at least bhav and high level of self-realization. And I think, you know, people will, you know, if they're honest, realize that they don't worship the Lord on that level. Because if you're worshiping on the level of some level of prema, then there's symptoms. See, like Lord Brahma said, those who invents the symptoms of tears in the eyes, choking in the voice, hair standing on end, and on and on and on, they are promoted to the kingdom of God. See, that's devotional service in ecstasy. Okay. But if you don't come to that platform, you need more association with pure devotees because it's very purifying. So Prabhupada was here. He's very liberal and speaking in general because if you look like at this verse here, yeah, basically there. Okay, I got to go inside. Accessibility. Okay, now it's distracting. I got to go inside here. Hare Krishna. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you got to come to the level of spiritual understanding, and then become ecstatic. Many of the devotees didn't have enough association with Prabhupada to do that. And so anyway, you could see in their what happened afterwards. If you're actually come to the level of spiritual understanding, everything would be hunky dory. Things were, after Prabhupada left, there was so much confusion, so many problems. We had this, pedophile stuff and all that. How come, how can this? It's not like, oh, well, see, already Prabhupada, you don't need to associate with devotees who are advanced in ecstatic chanting. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. That's just not even, um, yeah, it's not even reasonable. It's not even logical. So the person say, yeah, I don't need to be around ecstatic devotees. Really, we can just chant and dance on our own, or with others that maybe haven't reached that level. We it's so for let's see. Yeah, this is, yeah. People have become so quickly self-realized. So yeah. Who? That's pretty liberal. Uh, it's not that fast of a process. Everybody just chants and they become self-realized. Um, yeah. So anyway, Lord Chaitanya came to give his association with his devotees, and those who took that association and chanted amongst ecstatic devotees became spiritually advanced. And some, they may make progress to a certain level, and maybe in another lifetime they get more association and start to realize um, the importance of association. Mm. Yeah, so Prabhupada goes on and says, Lord Chaitanya was worshipped by Rupa Goswami as the greatest munificent personality or incarnation because he was distributing Krishna prem, love of Krishna, very easily. See, so, I mean, people need to ask themselves, have you attained Krishna prem? If you've attained Krishna prem, there are symptoms. There are a lot of tears and laughing like a madman, choking up when you're chanting the mantras, the names of God. If those symptoms are not there, you obviously need more association with advanced devotees who do chant like that, right? So to say that, okay, well, Prabhupada did that already, he already brought the process, we don't need to associate with ecstatic devotees, is not reasonable, it's not logical, and it's not true. I mean, it's not progressive. It's not like, I mean, you're gonna make the process a long drawn out thing, because if you die uh, before you reach the stage of this ecstatic worship, um, obviously you didn't make it yet. Maybe you get some kind of a good birth or something in India or amongst Brahmins or something, go to the heavenly planets, but we have to become ecstatic chanters, like transcendentally attracted to Krishna, and its proof is these transcendental attraction to his name and his pastimes. And these symptoms have to manifest in our bodies and our emotions. Yeah. Mm. So let's see what the controversy was. So Lalita says, "What are you waiting for? Indeed, like I read above, those who receive the gift quickly become self-realized. Why? Because of the gift of Lord Chaitanya, and this is available again. in the Sangha of Srila Gaur Hari Das. Read very carefully. For general people like you, so she's talking to Balaram, general people like you, see, one has to undergo the regular process of austerity. And see, that's a good point. Like they disagree because he's saying, well, no, Prabhupada already brought that. All we have to do is that. And she's saying, well, no, that is for you if you don't go this way. So these are like a detail. What we're doing is something that actually works. What Prabhupada's saying in general, you know, he had like thousands of disciples, and you know, they didn't all come to the ecstatic platform. 99.9% of them probably didn't come to the ecstatic platform. So, you know, see, so you got to look at in terms of symptoms. So Lalita is saying, no, you're that kind of person that needs to do the austerities. It's because they're doing it. They have faith in Vaidhi Bhakti, which is austerities and renunciations and rules and regulations and ceremonies and regulative worship. See, they have faith in that. See, so that's why they're doing that, because they can't just. Isn't that kind of what we're doing? We're actually doing that. We're just saying, yeah, hey man, well, all we have to do is stay and chant in ecstasy the names of God and meet together and talk about Krishna with great spiritual understanding and happiness. So we're doing that. But not all the devotees do it. They have no faith in this. They don't have faith in this simple path. They don't have faith in that mercy of Lord Caitanya. And you can see by the deed. If they had faith, they would be doing what we're doing, but they can't do it. See? They don't have a clear understanding. They don't have the necessary purification that many people had to go through here to get to that point. See? So it's in the actions, it's in the deed, it's in what one has faith in. I mean, we're closer to the verse because that's what we're doing. I mean, we have great faith and great understanding, spiritual understanding, that we can do this. We can just chant and worship the Lord in ecstatic devotion, and everything is fulfilled. But you got to worship the Lord in ecstatic devotion. Otherwise, you'll just naturally develop faith in Vaidhi, in austerities, in fastings, and so that's just kind of how it is. You know, it's just kind of simple. So you can't say, oh yeah, we have faith in Lord Caitanya is just, we don't have to do austerities, because they're not saying that. You know, the Vaishnavas generally don't, oh no, we have faith in regulative devotional service, faith in fastings and austerities and following the rules and regulations and prescribed duties and all, you know. See, so by their deeds, that's the path they're really following. If they were on the ecstatic platform, then they would be more like that verse. See, they'd be doing what we're doing, but they don't. You know. Matter of fact, I'm not even sure if Balaram, I'm not 100%, but I kind of surmise that he's not chanting and dancing all the time. I think he's probably doing a lot of work, you know, working for Krishna, you know, building temples and making the temple and stuff like that, you know. I don't think he's doing the discipline of chanting a certain amount of rounds. I don't know, maybe he is. I don't know. Or maybe he is doing the discipline, but then that's the idea, doing the discipline. Yeah. So anyway, that's that little verse there. Let's see what Balaram says. He says, I'm not waiting, dear Lalita. Prabhupada is already giving the above. Yeah, you see, yeah, that's the thing. They all say that. Prabhupada's already given above. And actually Lord Caitanya gave it. But that's, you know, you needed to be in his association and his devotees association if you want to come to that platform of self-realization and spiritual understanding. He even told these advanced devotees like Rupa Goswami, come, Sanatana Goswami, come and stay with me for 4 months. He had his devotees stay with him for months to get his association, the association of the other Vaishnavas, so they can advance. But so, see, Balaram is saying, oh, no, well, Prabhupada said, and we can just chant and dance, which he's probably not really doing much of. I don't think so. Maybe, but probably not. And then we'll just, we don't need to hang around us, devotees like Lalita Ganga or Johan or Gorhari or any of the ecstatic devotees that we have in our group. Yeah. See, so that doesn't line up with the verse and the real meaning of the verse. See, so this is what works. This is really the truth. Yeah. But this is what a lot of the Vaishnavas do. That's kind of a Ritvik thing, Yeah, Prabhupada already, we just we got his books. He's our guru. We believe in that. Yeah, of course he's like that. But then they don't see usually the value in the living presence, a living representative, especially if you haven't come to the platform of prema, devotion, where you can chant Hare Krishna in great ecstasy. You guys got any comments, or you just listening? Okay. So Balaram says, if you think Prabhupada is not already giving prema vibrations, that is a misconclusion. Oh, that is, yeah, you see, this is really, that is not right. So he's trying to say that Prabhupada's given prema vibrations, they're continuing now. I mean, no, you need a living devotee. You need those vibrations. It's very important. That's why the book, see, that's why Prabhupada wrote the books, because people have these misconclusions. This is a misconception. Well, a lot of Vaishnavas like that. It's amazing, even as he's sitting there married to Lalita Ganga, and he's not. It shows you. Some people just don't get it, Like you are very much aware, it takes a bit of time of purification leading to more and more surrender. Prabhupada certainly does not sit on the Vyasasana and take worship in the shape of these words. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates. While these not being true for him, that would make him a liar. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. He's saying, okay, Prabhupada's still emanating that prema. Well, yeah, but there's that makes it like no meaning for living devotees. Well, all we need is the Bible. All we need is the Bhagavatam, full of devotees that had the prema. We don't need any living devotees anymore. We don't need the associations. We didn't need Lord Caitanya to come with his devotees, even though the Vedas were out there and all kinds of descriptions of Krishna and all that. We don't need the living devotees. See, that's a misconception. See? But that's what people have. That's why it takes so long for them. They can't even understand the importance of a living devotee and the vibrations that come from a living representative in the body. That's why they come here. Yeah. So anyway, there's a lot of misconceptions, and there's one right there. And that's what a lot of Vaishnavas are stuck in that. Okay? See, but what we do works. I mean, the bottom line is, I'm almost positive Balaram is not an ecstatic devotee, and his wife is, because she's followed the real path. The real path is what we preach here. You have a living devotee with the vibrations of prema emanating, and you make very quick advancement because you get purified very fast. He's on the longer path. He's one of the devotees, and they don't change very fast. A very long process. because it's speculation. They're unclear. They're unwilling to listen to good sense. Yeah. So that's that. Let's see, Balaram says, see, let's see what else. Prabhupada certainly does not say that. Oh, yeah. No, it doesn't make him a liar. Prabhupada was an ecstatic devotee. And when he was here, the devotees made a lot of advancement, and you make advancement studying the books, having faith in that. But also, it just speeds up the process when you have a living devotee. It's amazing, yeah. It doesn't see that, but how it is. In truth, no, I am just really lazy bum. But somehow or other, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada are keeping me going. Do I want to develop full love of Krishna? Yeah, sure. But I also want that my mind is absorbed in Srila Prabhupada too. So if you're really interested in getting me what I want, I will tell you. More ecstatic pastimes of Krishna wrapped up in consciousness of Prabhupada. Anyway, to each his own. Yeah. If he's happy doing things that way, great. This shows by example that it's a faster process, and it's in line with the real truth in these verses here. Mm. Okay, so that's it. I think I'm done for the night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Hare Krishna.